Hello everybody and welcome back to day 4 of Pinktober. Today's prompt is to draw your favorite kitten that we've fostered this year. Since the beginning of 2021, Rachel and I have fostered 15 kittens from our local Humane Society. And up on the screen right now are some images of them that you can reference for your drawings. First up we have Arthur and Merlin, Muffin, Cleopatra, Tigris, April, June, August, Nova, Alice, Connie, Jerry, Markus, and Snorri and Nicko. We couldn't possibly pick a favorite out of all of these adorable kittens, and so we just decided to draw them all. So while Rachel works on the artwork of all 15 of these cuties, I am going to continue reading to you guys from Maple Shade's Vengeance.
Oh, StarClan, make it stop! Mapleshade writhed in agony and sank her claws into the dried moss.
Relax,
Ravenwing instructed, placing one paw on her rippling flank. You try to relax with this happening to you! Mapleshade wanted to screech at the medicine cat, but she barely had enough breath to survive the spasm that racked her body. She clenched her jaw and resisted the urge to sink her teeth into Ravenwing's thick, furred black leg.
Oh, it's a Tom!
Gasped Frecklewish.
Aw, he's magnificent!
Ravenwing turned to look. Mapleshade sprawled in the nest with her eyes closed, trying not to think about the pain yet to come. Something wet and squirming was shoved against her muzzle. She opened her mouth to protest, and she smelled the sweetest scent she'd ever known. She lifted her head and blinked down at the dark brown bundle of slick fur beside her. Oh, Appledusk, you have a son! And he's beautiful.
Lick him, Mapleshade,
Ravenwing mewed.
It'll help him breathe.
For a moment, Mapleshade wanted to tell the other cats to get out, to leave her alone with this tiny, precious creature. Nothing would ever be as special as this heartbeat when she met her first kit. Then, her body buckled under another wave of pain and she cried out. Ravenwing hastily pulled the kit away.
You take him, Frecklewish,
he ordered.
Oh, gladly,
came the she-cat's mew.
Come here, little one. Let's get you clean and dry.
Mapleshade tried to say that she could take care of her own kits, but the spasm grew stronger, and suddenly there was another kit laying beside her. His mouth open wide in a soundless mew, his fur patched with ginger and white like his mother's.
Another Tom,
Ravenwing announced.
You're doing great, Mapleshade.
He ran his paws along her body.
One more, and that's it. Come on now, stay focused.
An irresistible longing to be alone with her kits gave Mapleshade a fresh surge of strength, and the final kit slithered out almost at once.
A she-cat, purred Ravenwing. Smaller than her brothers, but in excellent shape. Your turn to take over, Mapleshade.
He nudged all 3 kits into the curve of Mapleshade's belly. She propped herself up and twisted around to gaze at them in astonishment. I did it, Appledusk. 2 sons and a daughter.
Oh, they're gorgeous,
Frecklewish whispered, her voice husky with emotion.
Ravenwing nodded. You did a good job, Mapleshade. We'll leave you to rest, but I'll come back with some herbs for you after Sunhigh. Do you feel okay?
I couldn't be better, she told him. Her throat felt dry and sore. Could I just have some water, please?
I'll fetch it,
Frecklewish offered, hopping out of the nest and vanishing through the brambles. Ravenwing watched her leave.
You've made her feel as though life is worth living again, he commented. She took the loss of her brother hard.
Mapleshade buried her muzzle into the soft, damp fur of her kits. These kits are my gift to the whole of ThunderClan, she murmured, and I will thank StarClan for them every day for the rest of my life. The medicine cat touched her lightly with the tip of his tail.
And ThunderClan thanks you,
he meowed. As will RiverClan, Mapleshade added silently. The feud over Sunning Rocks will be forgotten when the clans realize that they share these perfect warriors.
And that is where we're going to stop our reading of Mapleshade's Vengeance for today. Let's check out the finished artwork of our foster kittens, starting with Arthur and Merlin. These 2 brothers were so rambunctious, bouncing off the walls, wrestling each other 24/7. And since we named these kitties Arthur and Merlin, we thought it'd be fun to have them dress up as the characters they're named after. with Merle flying over his brother with his wizard hat and cape, and Arthur dressed up like the king of Camelot that he is. Up next, we have Muffin. She was such a sweetie. And we named her Muffin because when we first got her, she was so happy to get some love that she started kneading on us. And so we thought it would be fun to name her after a treat that is as sweet as she is. Our next foster kitten of that year was Cleopatra, or Cleo for short. She was a really unique case because originally the Humane Society had intended to have her be just a trap and release cat where they trap them, fix them, and then release them back into their feral cat colony. But as they were getting ready to send her back, they noticed that she had some potential for being a nice kitty pet. And so they sent her off to foster with us, and we were able to get her socialized and ready to be somebody's wonderful little pet. But in the beginning, she was very anxious and scared and would hiss at us a lot. But she quickly became attached to Rachel, and anytime she saw her, she would jump up onto her shoulders and ride around with her. It was so sweet. Now we're looking at Tigris's artwork. She was definitely one of the youngest kittens we've ever fostered. So little that we had to bottle feed her every 2 hours. Because she was a singleton, she was very lonely in the beginning, and so we gave her a little bear stuffed animal to snuggle with. And that little bear soon became her wrestling mate. And she loved it so much, and so we decided to draw it with her in this artwork. Next, we have our little monthly kittens, and since the prompt for this one was to draw your favorite 2021 kittens, we thought it'd be fun to draw this one on a calendar. But let's take a closer look at each individual artwork. Starting with April. April was the most adorable little calico, and she was so tiny and cute. Definitely the runt out of the litter. And here's June, or Junie B. Jones, as we'd like to call her. Her markings were so stunning, and she was a gorgeous Siamese girl. And here's August, or Auggie, chilling on the beach. He was such a sweet, laid-back little dude that would have so much fun wrestling with all of his sisters. And last out of the month kittens, we have Nova, which is short for November. She had such a unique Torpy pattern, and we thought it'd be fun to draw her out shopping on Black Friday, which is one of our favorite holidays in November. Because on our Etsy shop, we always have a 50% off custom sale, which you guys will have to check out this year when it comes around. After the monthly kittens, we had another group of 4. And we decided to name these guys after one of our favorite video games, Become Human. And that's why we drew them with the little glowing circles on the side of their temple, to represent the android characters that they're named after. Alice, Jerry, Markus, and Connie. And the background of this artwork was inspired by part of Kara's journey throughout the game, where her and Alice go to this abandoned amusement park. And they meet all of these adorable Jerrys that get the carousel working again. And it's a really fun and visually beautiful scene in the game. And now for the final kittens of the 2021 season, we have Nicko and Snorri Snarlson. We named these little cuties after some of my favorite characters from the Septimus Heap series, Nicko Heap and of course Snorri Snarlson. These guys are so adorable, and Rachel had so much fun making this artwork, especially Nicko's cute little blanket with the duckies. Now let's check out 10 of my favorite artworks from yesterday's prompt, which was to attempt the styles of your favorite artist from Pink Bunny Girl 43 official Amino. First we have Peppers, and they drew their OC in the styles of Eve and Indy. CyanTheCat, and they drew in Snow style and Leaf style. Disposable, and you can see their artwork they drew in their style and in Rodent's art style. Indy, they tried out Pepper style, Snowfalls, Black Pelt the Warrior, Prince Ali, and Julie Draws. Banana Sherbet, and they drew in their own style and Flutterfluffs. Here's Pips in their own style, and also they tried Flint style. Here is Chocolate.Milk.beans in their own style, Pink Bunny Girl 43 style, good job, and Rin Father's art style. Up next is Sketchbook Scribbles in their own art style, Rose Pools, and Clover Leaves. Now we're looking at Little Mittens, and they tried out Melon Plush's art style. And finally we have Beacons, of which they drew in their art style on the left, and on the right, Agent Beto Lunia. Tomorrow's prompt is to draw an iconic warrior scene, but to switch out the characters. For example, you could draw Rusty fighting Longtail, but instead of it being Rusty, you could switch him out for Smudge. And you can decide to switch out as many characters as you want. You're just keeping the basic poses how you would imagine it being iconically the scene that it used to be. It's a very interesting concept, and I'm very excited to see how you guys decide to interpret it. Remember, if you want to take part in Pinktober over on our Amino, you need to add the hashtag Pinktober2021 to your post. And if you do that, you will receive 10 Amino coins just for participating. And if you're lucky enough to get your artwork featured on the front page, you will receive an additional 200 Amino coins as a reward. Before I say goodbye for today, I just wanted to give a special thank you to all of the members of Early Clan. I am so appreciative of your guys' added support as members of our channel. Well guys, thank you so much for watching to the end of this speed paint. I hope to see you over on Amino. But otherwise, I'll see you with the next video tomorrow. Bye-bye!